I'm sure that if I asked any single one of you if you had a family, everyone would say yes. Like yourself, I have a family too, a very close one. I grew up in the Philippines, and for most of my life, I lived and breathed Tagalog, my native language. So today, I'd like to tell you a little bit about what family life was like as a Filipino. Growing up in a Filipino household meant having close family ties because our culture emphasized the importance of family values, and because of this, we prioritized having a family oriented mindset, we greatly respected our elders, and we celebrated family traditions all of the time. In a typical Filipino town, there are parents, grandparents, and siblings in one household. However, in the surrounding area, there would be aunts, uncles, and cousins. Everyone lives within the same neighborhood, separated by different houses or different streets, but essentially always within the same vicinity of each other. This meant that I grew up surrounded by relatives, and as a family, we would always help each other out in times of need. This pushed the idea that we always had to prioritize our family, which taught me to always be there for them. And in turn, it deeply integrated a family oriented mindset into me. Having older relatives around also instilled the Filipino culture of being respectful. When we spoke, we always had to add the phrases opo and po. Opo is just another way of saying yes in a respectful manner, and po was a filler word we used to acknowledge that we were speaking to an authoritative figure. In addition to this, we also had to greet our elders with a mano, which is asking for their hand. This was the act of placing the back of their hand to our foreheads as a sign of respect. In action, we first ask, mano po, and they would give us a hand, and we would have to touch it to our foreheads. Since families also lived close to each other, we celebrated family traditions in an extravagant manner. When celebrating birthday parties, for example, relatives from close by household cooked different meals to share with each other. These dishes added together form the feast, and whenever there's a party, there's karaoke. Filipino parties are always usually celebrated by belting out our favorite songs and singing with each other. This was all done through a karaoke machine that you can find in any Filipino household. To wrap it up, I've mentioned how we learned to keep a family-oriented mindset, how we respected our elders, and how we celebrated family traditions. I'm sure that many of you also have similar family cultures, and if not, you still have your own family traditions. We all know how important it is to have our families close to us, and hopefully your newly gained knowledge about the Filipino family culture inspires you to spend time with your loved ones and hopefully tell them what they mean to you. Thank you, and have a good night.